Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint Germain family. In today's video, we'll answer one simple question. What was the main reason or main reasons for Desire Doue choosing Paris Saint Germain ahead of Bayern Munchen? We obviously know that Bayern Munchen and Paris Saint Germain had been working on the Desire Doue file for a very long time. Obviously, they knew he was set to play in the Olympics. They wanted to get a decision out of him before the Olympics, but then both clubs accepted that they would probably have to wait after the Olympics for Desire Doue to make a decision. But there was one key, important meeting between Desire Doue and someone, which led to Desire Doue obviously making the decision of choosing Paris Saint Germain. Obviously, right before the Olympics, this report came out. Nasser Khalifa is taking over the Desire Doue file into his own hands. He's the now one handling the Doué file, according to Jamil. And now that we've finalized the Doué thing, this is what Jacob's Bank came out with. PSG's total fee for Desire Doue is less than what Bayern offered. PSG's tactic was to get Doué's green light and then bid less. The post-Olympics meeting between Nasser Khalifa, Doué and his father was important. Fee around 50 million and less than 60 million with add-ons. So we paid less to Stade Rennais for Desire Doue, and the crucial meeting right before the Olympics with Paris Saint Germain's president Nasser Khalifa was probably the main deciding factor of Desire Doue choosing Paris Saint Germain ahead of Bayern Munchen. And that goes for every single reporter. Fabrizio Romano mentions Nasser Khalifa. Sport Zone mentioned Nasser Khalifa. Tanzi and Jamal mentioned Nasser Khalifa. And then we have this last report to look at. Bayern Munchen made a big effort on the club side with Rennes to sign Desire Doue. Bayern tried their best to sign him, but Doué never gave his green light to Bayern because PSG was always there in the background to sign him. What this tells you is all the reports, especially from Pletigo, the mouthpiece of Bayern Munchen, saying that, oh, Bayern are close, Desire Doue is looking more at Bayern, they are ahead of the race, was always lies. It was always prediction and guesses from the German biased media. But at the end of the day, it's been proven that Desire Doue, ever since Paris Saint Germain came in and showed their interest in him, he was not listening to anybody else. Bayern was there, and I think what Desire Doue smartly did was he used Bayern Munchen to get as good of an offer, wage-wise, promises, bonuses, all of that from Paris Saint Germain. So he legit just abused Bayern Munchen, because who in their right mind would choose to play under Vincent Kompany, with his biggest achievement being relegated from the Premier League and promoted from the Championship, or play under Luis Enrique, a treble winner, a Champions League winner, and a Euro semi-finalist? There's a huge difference. There's a huge difference. Would he run to play with Ousmane Dembele, Bradley Barcola, and Vitor Ferreira? Or would you want to play with a washed Kingsley Coman, a washed Harry Kane, and a washed Joshua Kimmich? It was clear since day one that Desire Doue wanted Paris Saint Germain. But I've recently seen Bayern fans have it very hard accepting reality, accepting that Paris Saint Germain have greater pull than FC Bayern Munchen, even though they contacted the Desire Doue camp earlier than PSG. And the only logical excuse in their small, tiny brain was that, oh, PSG offered a lot of money. PSG offered a lot of money. It was too much money. That's why Desire Doue chose PSG. No, that's not why. We can even take a look at your wage structure. You have a higher weekly payroll, a higher average player. You have 7 players with over 18 million a year in wage compared to Paris Saint Germain, who only have 2. If there's one club that spends more on player wages, it's obviously Bayern Munchen. So the money argument doesn't even work with Paris Saint Germain here. But Munchen fans, you need to take the L. You need to accept reality and accept the situation you are in. And one last final thing before we end this video. Let's do a quick combined XI, PSG and Bayern Munchen. In goal, Gianluigi Donnarumma. Right back, Achraf Hakimi. Right centre-back, Marquinhos. Left centre-back, Dayot Upamecano. Left back, Nuno Mendes. Midfielder, Vitinha. Second midfielder, Fabian Ruiz. Third midfielder, Jamal Musiala. First winger, Ousmane Dembele. Second winger, Bradley Barcola. And up top, Harry Kane. That's been it. Hopefully Bayern Munchen fans have understood that Paris Saint Germain are by far a superior club to play for, by far a superior project, and by far a more attractive club than Bayern Munchen. The only big player you've gone in recent time is Harry Kane, who has to be the most boring player of all time. So it was completely understandable when he chose to play for the most boring club in the world, FC Bayern Munchen. That's been it from your boy PSG. And hopefully, guys, have enjoyed this video. And hopefully, Bayern fans can leave this video with a reality check. That's been it from your boy PSG. And as usual, allez Paris.